Lobster flavor?
Do they have a lobster flavor?
No, I just made that up.
I don't like lobster.
I'm gonna make up a lot of things tonight.
That's what we do.
Good. Good.
I'm just getting frustrated. I'm just like waiting. What's wrong?
Bum 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 bum.
He just ran. Peach, what are you doing in there? What are you doing? You just sitting here? Come on. Come on. Hey, are you afraid to cross that line or something?
What's going on, guys?
She was just sitting on the other side of like those bags, and Panda wouldn't go over there.
You shall not pass.
Peach, what are you doing? Hey, Panda. Oh, is she gonna drink? Is
She drinking your water.
She gonna drink your water?
You have plenty. It's fine.
Killer.
Don't do that.
The punishment fits the crime.
Peach, what are you doing? Go get her. Go get her. Go find her. Get the dachshund. No. All right, we're not doing that. We're not doing
Why
that.
are you looking at me? Do you see the plate sticking out? Is that what you're...
Hey, Peach.
Oh, I need to change something.
What was that? Peach, was that you?
Nothing else in the house makes that sound, so it must have been. Is she looking out the window or something? Panda, what's going on, buddy? Kayla, save me.
What's wrong?
Where do I go in Twitch to change the name of the video?
Go to your dashboard. Which, if
You say that like I know what that means.
if you click on your like little icon in the top corner,
Okay,
there's a
I
drop
got
down.
Got it. Got it.
There's an easier way
Oh
to
my
do
God.
it now.
Oh, please
but
don't do that.
Oh, goodness.
Please grab her.
Alex, literally, why are you just watching this?
Panda's like, that's cool, that's my spot.
Yeah, you should just jump off the back of that.
Yeah, like me. With my rubber bones. My soft, bouncy spine. Hey guys!
I'm Puppy Dog! Hi!
Teach me good is
You're cute! You're cute! You're cute!
it okay for her to be running?
Panda! Panda!
Yeah, she's fine.
He's getting a little excited about this.
Oh, yeah,
Panda, come here, baby.
You chill? Pete. These like boxes?
Boxes of what? No, don't
No.
put her in a box.
No.
You can hurt her
Hey,
back.
here, I'm trying to block her off out of here
Okay.
because of all your
Thank you.
friends.
No! Pete! Pete!
Don't kill her.
She's fine. She's worried.
Panda,
Aaron,
I'm putting the
Easy
box
killer.
right here.
I already
He's
blocked
hurting
off.
her.
No,
Sit.
it's right here.
Yeah, I know. I already
Like
blocked
he's some
it
kind of
off.
sheepdog.
Now clean up your crap.
Yeah.
Hi, baby girl. Hi, baby. Come here.
update information. That's what-
Oh, you gonna get a drink of water? Okay, you get a drink of water.
I just completed achievements, apparently.
She's going to the diner. Okay. She went and got a drink and then discovered a new place. Hi, baby. Oh, she's Aaron's
Like
coat.
this. Be yours. Coat nice and soft. Don't. Was it nice and soft? Was it? Where's my coat?
Dude's got 1,000-yard stare going on.
Yeah.
You chill it.
Oh, there's a desktop app. Maybe I need to
Wait,
do that.
you don't have the desktop app?
Huh?
You don't have the desktop app? You've been doing this through the browser?
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah.
It'll also keep your mods up to date on WoW.
He would probably get mad.
He won't get mad.
Because Twitch bought Curse.
Booyah Pania is in the chat room.
Great.
Great. All these engineers and can't afford a webcam. I wish I could throw my dog in this mix. That would definitely subtract from the chaos.
I don't know if you know this, but it's our 10-year friend-anniversary on Facebook.
What?
Yeah. Not us. Me and Ben.
Oh, I saw that.
So
I
nice.
did see that.
You guys have known each other for like 30 years and friends for 10.
She's not gonna bother.
Are you recording now?
Since when did you become
Yes.
a sheepdog?
Whoa. Tony, I've been saving it over here.
All right.
Tony, I got you presents.
Oh shit.
I'm not happy with one of them.
I've got presents for you, but they're not
I know.
ready yet.
I know. That's why
fine.
I'm doing it first. This is how you actually win this competition. You just
think.
do it first.
You think? Do you know how many times I've won this already?
You know how many times
You're
I'm
just
not
playing catch up.
You know how many times I don't play this game? The only way to win is not to play.
You lose every time.
Hamster and ball.
To begin with, Tony, I'll give you the present that I hate
All right.
because I hate
do
the way
that.
that it
That's what
turned
they were
out,
bred for.
even though I really liked it.
That's why they're so long and skinny.
I got you a Stein
Oh,
that
Alex knows my age.
has the smallest engraving humanly possible on it.
No!
That's fantastic.
And I hate it because I thought that the engraving was going to be a normal size, but it's like 6-point font.
So they didn't let you pick out the size of the font, I guess.
The font in the picture looked different than the font on the actual Stein.
That's fantastic.
Just
Yeah.
don't let him get rough with her.
So
Why are you adding an H into that word?
what word?
Stein?
Because that's how you pronounce it.
I am not drinking schnapps out of
I
this.
wouldn't.
Don't do that. That's a bad idea.
Don't do that.
That's all of the schnapps.
It is. It's almost.
It's almost all the schnapps. Yeah.
Yeah. We're
So then I also got you whiskey rocks because you get people whiskey rocks for everything.
sure. Yep.
Whiskey still.
Then I was so disappointed by the Stein.
Oh, these. I like the look of these whiskey stones.
Yeah, no, those were fine. Those are good. Those were fine. Then
The entire time.
to raise the bounty on your candy cane shot glasses, I got a
Oh, that's.
I don't think
Santa's flask that looks like a stocking, which you can actually hang because it's got a hole.
That's amazing.
So there's that.
We can pour right from
Nice.
that.
And then earlier today,
Yeah, but if you put the schnapps in there, it's always going to taste like schnapps.
Yeah, everything will taste like schnapps from there on out.
I quite literally traveled to the Bourbon Trail and brought back some
Four Roses.
4 roses.
Oh, this is the good stuff too. Wow.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah, thank you.
You know, the Bourbon Trail we were gonna do.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was in it.
Wow.
you were part of it.
I was in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
So you were at the Four Roses.
No, I was at the cooperage in the middle.
Okay.
The cooperage is set up like within 20 miles of that, Maker's Mark, I think Jim Beam.
So logistically, a good decision to be right where they
Yeah.
are. Wow. Thank you.
Are we gonna do that alcohol trail through Missouri? Since we found out that there's
No,
a
we
shitload
should.
of distilleries in Missouri.
Yeah, all those places we found at the
Distilleries
Spirits
and
in the Garden.
wineries and breweries and
Well, we know there's a bunch of breweries in Missouri, but like I didn't realize there were so many distilleries.
I'm out of presents now, Tony.
thank you.
Try to figure out this message without this.
You're not going to be able to.
It's
Hey, Aaron, we're recording.
Sorry.
Cultivate that online presence early.
Just drop one of these in my Coke.
They're warm.
Yeah.
They're not warm. It's real cold outside.
For some reason I can't connect to chat. Twitch has been kind of off lately. Like they're upgrading everything. They added the achievement system and
Maybe I see we're getting quarterback.
Yeah, like I changed the title of the stream, and all of a sudden, like, you've got achievements.
I don't know.
it's cool. It's a more like concise way to see your progress if you're trying to make progress towards a partnership or even towards an affiliate status. But otherwise, it's
But giving you achievements for just basic usage undermines the entire point of the achievement system.
We've
That's not
started.
basic
so-
usage. Well, because there are certain requirements for affiliate is the first step, and then partnership is the next. So before it's hard to tell how close you are to either one of them.
No, I mean Tony changing the name of the stream.
Wow, that's yeah.
Giving you achievements for
I don't
changing
think
the
there's
name.
an achievement for changing the name of the stream. I think it was just his first time doing anything since they.
Yeah, it was like the achievements were like finding your way around the dashboard.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that stuff.
Yeah, no, it's perfect.
No?
I mean, you know what? The point
I
is
gotta-
find achievements like that.
Apparently, I get an achievement for it's happening. Start your first stream.
Block me from the couch.
Stream for 2 unique days in the last 30 days. Update your stream title.
So there was an achievement for updating the stream title.
Reach 2 followers.
Nice.
Stream for 4 hours in the last 30 days.
Hold on, have we got that 2 followers yet?
You know what people love in video games?
These are
achievements.
Yeah,
How
these
do
are
we
the
shoehorn this
achievements.
shit into our application?
These are the achievements that we've actually gotten at this point. Stream for 4 hours in the last 30 days. Explore your dashboard. Update your game/category and community.
Sniffings. They're having a
My game is D's nuts.
They're having a sniff bout. They are.
More notifications. It begins was completed. I don't even know what that is. Oh, and now it's showing me progress toward the rest of them that I've got. Great.
How many mounts can I get from it?
Purchase a TwitchCon ticket is an achievement.
I purchased a BlizzCon ticket.
So this game is play to win.
Yeah.
I'm winning.
I win that achievement if I purchase a TwitchCon ticket. Why would I want to
It's a
do that?
vanity achievement.
Yeah, but you got 100% the Twitch game.
You already get other things for going to TwitchCon. You get like a little icon in chat.
Are you gonna go to TwitchCon?
Well, they're gonna start recording.
Where's
Why are you saying
TwitchCon?
that so
We already have
fast?
started recording.
No,
Oh, whoops.
Yeah, we're actually live streaming.
And live streaming on Twitch and drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, that last one's a real problem.
Screaming about the dogs at home.
Drunken Justice League spoilers. Accurate.
I think that's accurate.
No, yeah, that's perfect.
For Wanksgiving.
There's a if you don't
Change the name.
if you don't have all the community tags yet, there's a drunken streaming one. You know, it'll let you add 3, whichever one it lets you add
We have
3.
podcast and movies.
You put drunken stream.
Drunk stream.
If they finally settle down.
Yeah. She'll be asleep soon.
Should I drunk or drunk stream, you think?
Which one has more?
Drunk.
Do that.
424. We are now added to that list.
I need to reach my back.
You can pull her sweater up towards her collar.
That's what she's doing. She wants to.
Ben
You
says
can
you
get
can get a
'em.
mount, but it's a pretty common one. It's called Ashes of Alar. Pretty much everyone has it.
Son of a-
Why can't I see the chat in the app? But I can see it on.
I tried to hit the page to look at the whatever.
There it goes.
I think an incorrect username or password.
You suck. Do you
I
already
tried
take
that
yours?
one already.
Yeah, this is my second one.
All right, let's do this.
Boom.
I'm not looking forward to this.
I'm trying to help fix your sweater.
Ooh, so much peppermint. It's so minty.
It's not as harsh as the 100 proof stuff is.
No, you're right.
Just more mint.
You got one of those ASMRs.
Yeah. Peppermint schnapps is good.
Is it more?
Yeah, no, I was looking at it.
It's clear.
Yeah, it's definitely not as harsh as
No.
the one we were doing last
No,
year.
we were doing 100 proof Rumplemints.
Oh yeah, that's right. Rumplemints.
The Rumplemints. But it was the 100 proof. This is a whole lot more smooth.
Yeah, it's much smoother. It's just the taste of the peppermint triggers that memory of the Rumplemints.
Of the Denny's parking lot.
No, I don't remember the Denny's parking lot.
We all do.
Sorry.
Me? What I do?
You're gonna need to get your eggs to go.
Does she need some flu medication? No.
It's not the flu.
It's not.
Why did you tell her yes? Yes, it's the flu. She's very ill. It's very sad.
We wanted her to know.
There's a box of whiskey stones over here, but they're just putting my box, so you can't really see. Step out of the way. What are you looking for?
Looking for ass to take upstairs with me.
There you go.
Maybe one thing to do.
Are Ben and Jess up for Thanksgiving?
Nope.
What
They
the?
said that they hate you.
Cancel
and
Thanksgiving. Cancel it.
They said they
I'm
hate
done.
you, and they're never coming back to St. Louis again.
We just bought $80 worth of groceries for Thanksgiving.
That's not a lot.
I don't think it
You
was
bought
that much.
$80 worth of groceries to come over here tonight, I think.
Yeah,
No, this is included in the
Did you guys put
Thanksgiving.
the pizza in the freezer?
Yeah, that'd be a good idea, probably. Thank you.
No, Alex is a caveman, and he just leaves his pizzas out.
Oh, you're just gonna eat that pizza raw.
How do you turn this off?
Do you not know how to use your phone?
There's no way for you to pause the stream or turn the volume off in the app.
Do they have enough water in there for both of them?
That's funny.
There's nothing.
Get them new.
Hey, how about this?
Secure okay.
Get over it.
Oh my god.
Turn the radio down in the background.
Good lord.
Yeah, if you guys want that
Your
pizza
friend
though,
Beth
I'm
Adam
not
just
cooking
started watching.
Wow. I'm out.
it. Somebody else is gonna cook the pizza if it's desired. I got a Lunchables.
You need to try this hot tonight.
Okay.
Hold on.
Jesus Christ.
Do you have a Lunchables or do I have a Lunchables?
Yeah, whose Lunchables is this,
Are
Alex?
you still on Limburg?
Whoever eats them first.
Whoever gets there first, yeah. It's their Lunchable.
Have we
Prima Lunchable.
have we talked to you about Alex's Limburg obsession?
What?
So you know where I live, right?
Yeah.
When Alex comes to get me from my house,
I can't.
he only takes Limburg.
Okay. Whoa, shit. Oh, shit.
You need a straw for
These
that?
are personalized? Oh, cute. Grandma should have
Tony's bottle.
Tony, stop licking the bottle. No one was taking the bottle from you.
I was trying to make sure it wasn't sticky.
Okay.
That didn't get sticky.
That's not how that works.
Yep. Can I come out?
Oh, I'm sure he's not.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah, don't.
He never comes up with me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's some good stuff.
Oh, yeah, it's real good.
Aaron, do you see Peach? Oh, here she is, right here by my foot.
Why don't you close the bathroom door?
Close the bathroom.
Yeah. Let's cut off
Like it in there.
She didn't like it in there. That's because
avenues of.
She likes eating out of trash cans. If there's a trash can in there.
There is.
Ooh.
Go in my room so you can try
I told this to them while we were coming out here, but I
This is
have a
bullshit.
story.
Oh, we're recording.
Yeah.
And we're streaming, so
Oh, yeah.
storied up. I got a story too. So
Okay, so a couple nights ago, I was sitting on my computer playing games with some people online, and I heard yelling outside. I couldn't tell if it was like happy noises, you know, like people. There's like a bar up the street, so you know,
sure.
revelers or something. So I was ignoring it, and then the yelling turned to
I'll let you
screaming.
handle that situation. Screaming.
Screaming.
All right.
So I get up and I go look out the window, and there's a group of at least 20 teenagers brawling, just going at it,
Well,
fighting.
were they the Sharks and the Jets?
I wish I could have done with more.
Were they in the street or were they
Yes.
in the court? Okay.
No, they were in the street.
Wow.
You know that the corner?
Yeah.
In that, like,
Okay.
Holy.
not even, okay, there's a perfectly good, like, field, not a field, but it's like a lawn in front of that middle school across the
Right,
street from me.
yeah.
No, right in the street. So one of the things that brought me to the window was somebody was honking their horn. So there was a car, like, trying to go through, like, honking, like, So, like, I called the police. And, like, the police came and they scattered and whatever. So last night, I'm sitting down at my computer. I hear yelling out front again. I go, look, it's the same group of kids fighting on my street corner. Just brawling, going at it. So this time I just sat and, like, watched them. Like, what the hell? I'm trying to understand, like...
Oh, that's when you move your webcam over and you start live streaming it.
No, I told her she needs to be a bookie. And get out there and be like, you guys are not organized, and I have bets.
Yeah.
We're gonna organize these fights.
Yeah, it's a fight club then.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I didn't even call the police this time. I'm trying to figure out, like, what the hell is happening. And then, like, I see the police lights 2 blocks away, and then you hear whoop, 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 and then all the kids just, like, poof.
Yeah.
And then a couple of them had cars. So, like, they all jumped in their vehicles and they're trying to, like, get away as fast as possible. One of them is, like, too slow and the cop sees them, like, trying to leave, but obviously doing it
Poorly.
very suspiciously. So the cop followed him. I don't know what happened, but apparently my street corner is Fight Club.
Nice.
I mean,
I don't know if I'm allowed to tell you guys that.
Stop calling the police on him, you party pooper.
you know,
I only did it once, Ben.
you know what they say is, like, you commit a crime in one location, you just do it again in the same location 3 days later. And
Police don't strike twice in the same.
Legally, they're not allowed to. They're not allowed to arrest you for the same thing in the same place twice.
Yeah, 3 days later, like there's a 72-hour wait. I watched that in the Deuce. Like,
No.
They're not allowed to charge a husband and wife with the same crime. I don't think that's true. The worst fucking attorney.
I need to get a new lawyer.
Oh, God. What, I can't remember. It was either in Southern Illinois or Southern Missouri. There was a guy who got arrested 3 times for robbing the same store.
Well, if you're not going to get it right the first time, fucking do it again.
Like, dude,
maybe third time's a charm.
like, stop. Like, the only good excuse there is if you're, like, so high that you forgot you did it the first 2 times. Like,
Southern Illinois, yeah. Southern Missouri, I mean, you'd be guaranteed that it was meth.
well, so, and also, in a lot of small towns, I guess maybe there was only one corner store. So maybe he didn't have a lot of robbing opportunities.
Fair. That's fair. Yeah, Southern Illinois, there's towns where it's like bar, church, church, bar, 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 church, bar, 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 church, drugstore.
Nice.
Yeah, I got to get water from somewhere after all the Jesus and...
And booze.
No, I do both of those
But in
things.
Kayla's situation, there's a lot of places, I feel like, in St. Louis that you could have a fight that is not
Maybe not a middle school,
not in front of a middle school. Yeah.
Yeah.
right off Grand.
Off of in a street that has fucking bricks. Like, it's not...
Yeah, it's like a brick street.
It's not...
It would be perfect if they were fucking. What are they? The Sharks and the Jets.
Yeah.
Like, it's
a very scenic, like.
This is as mind-boggling to me as that fucking guy in the BMW that rear-ended your neighbor who was parked.
Is it a BMW?
Yeah, the guy that had the BMW and somehow got up to like 50 miles an hour on the fucking brickyard streets and then plowed into a parked car. I'm like, how?
How do you do that?
How fucking how?
He did it, and he did it hard. You
Yeah.
know, if you try hard enough and you believe in yourself, you can do anything.
No, in his case, I'm pretty sure you just need to have a stroke or something.
So he was trying hard and he believed in himself.
I thought he was on heroin.
I don't know.
That's
Wow, that's different than a stroke.
Yeah, you were telling me like some stories.
You're like shotgunning ideas.
Yeah,
Here.
it's like, I don't know, was he having a stroke? Was he on
Are
heroin?
you just pitching this story, or are you trying to see which one?
you like accusing people of being on drugs. Like, what do you know about?
He's accusing people of being
No, I was trying to think of the word crack that I've already
The
forgotten.
story that he was just telling, he was like, well, I guess if you're high enough, you'd forget, yeah.
He's got a fascination with people.
Everything comes back to dope.
What's it called when you're having uncontrollable spasms?
Reefer.
Seizure.
We totally pretty much said the same thing.
Yeah.
Reefer madness.
Reefer
Reefer
madness.
seizures.
Oh, I thought you said reverb.
Yeah,
That's probably what it sounded like
dubstep?
because we said it at the same time.
Yeah.
Is that dubstep? The uncontrollable seizures?
What are we doing here, Tony? You've lost control of the situation.
What?
What situation?
Over here.
What? Panda? What are you doing?
Remember when the show had focus and we didn't have these fucking
Girls
stories to worry
upstairs.
about and fucking animals everywhere?
Yeah, I don't know. Hey, this is Tony.
This is Alex.
This is Kayla.
This is David.
We are the backseat producers.
Wow.
Happy Thanksgiving!
Weird when you do that.
What?
I don't like Thanksgiving.
What? It's better than Thanksgiving.
I never said Thanksgiving.
You guys all said it last year.
No, I said stank. That's that motherfucker over there.
Thanksgiving.
Trying to culturally appropriate my holiday.
You know what? Now you're gonna get. We're just gonna watch Castaway every year on this date, and it's gonna be Tom Hanks giving.
Well, you know what? We could just do Tom Hanks movies from here on out. We'll just call it Hanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
I'm actually
That's hilarious.
T Hanksgiving.
I will stop showing up to this.
Thanksgiving.
Perfect.
You guys must have fucking planned this. This is a fucking ambush.
I hate this. I didn't. What about Spanksgiving? It's about giving spanks.
Isn't that already? Isn't that already a thing?
That we
I feel like this
we tried to.
Spanksgiving is too corporate. Like I don't want to keep buying Spanks for people on this day.
Spanks are amazing. Have you ever worn them?
No, but I bet they would give me a lot of confidence.
No, look at him.
Does he need to?
Tina Fey wears Spanks and she's little. It just smooths you out.
I could use some smoothing.
Let's just all sit on that for a few minutes. I'll make sure that we don't truncate that silence.
Truncate that.
Maybe I'll add another second
Wait,
or
what
two.
the fuck is a spank? I'm talking. It's not a spank. It's Spanks.
With an
Spanks.
X.
With
With
an
an
X.
X. I'm talking about slapping a butt. Wow, that's the quality.
Our quality content
sort of
viewers.
content. Yeah.
So what you get when you broadcast a black screen.
Yeah.
Listen, you guys. I'd say we're scraping the bottom of the barrel, but you know, like 2 years ago, we wore through the bottom of this barrel, and we're just staying absurd.
Is that the same barrel that Devil's Cut was?
Yes.
Kayla and I are working on this bottle of peppermint schnapps.
Yeah, we are.
Was Devil's Cut 2 years ago?
No, it was not.
No, not even.
It wasn't.
It wasn't long ago enough.
Oh, like
No, it was
forever
not.
ago? Like when Lucifer fell from heaven?
Yeah, I hear Devil's Cut and I still get twitchy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're using to stream, Tony. Jesus Christ, man.
So
I gotta lay off something.
we went to see Justice League
Ugh.
Thursday night.
Go on.
We got our tickets.
Oh, we also.
Our
At least you're back.
yeah. Our screen, our theater's being rehabbed. They're putting in all the new seats and everything. So they've rearranged stuff, and they have one screen that's much bigger than the rest. They've got like an oversized screen that they didn't have previously.
It's natural for one to be bigger than the other.
It happens. So we ordered our tickets for that screen. We picked out our seats and everything. So we show up about 45 minutes early, just because like we wanted to grab something to eat and just get settled in.
45 minutes?
Well, we just wanted to get out of here. We just had it was a matter of where are we going to sit and wait for this movie to start, here or there. Turns out it worked out well because we showed up. I showed them my Fandango thing to get my tickets, and they're like, he needs to talk to you now. The manager standing, I was like,
Who's
great.
he?
What the fuck's going on?
It's Joss Whedon.
Yeah, and Joss was there. He's like, hey, I hope you really like this. Sorry about Zach not being around for the rest of it.
Also want to kill Wash. Again.
Oh, by the way, you're the leaf on the wind.
Wow.
Yeah,
It's speared through the movie.
So this is the manager of the theater, and he's like, yeah. So that theater you're going into, they're getting, like, they've got the recliner seats, but they're getting the heated recliner seats in there, and we just found out they're doing that tonight, and we can't do anything about that. So we're moving you to a different theater. So because of that, we have no control over the seating, because we can't just remap the seats to this new theater because the rows aren't as long. So it's basically first come, first serve. So we've got a couple things going on here. First, if you want to try to find seats for this theater, you go right ahead. If you don't, we understand. We'll get you in another screening. Also, for each ticket you just purchased, we're giving you 2 free passes that can be used at any time for each ticket you bought.
Wow.
So
Wow.
we walked away with 8 free passes. We walked right over to the theater, and Julie's like, are we going to get food first? I was like, we got plenty of time. There are people just waiting outside this theater. We walk over just as a couple of people are stepping out, and people are just sitting around on their phones and shit. I look in, and I can see credits rolling, and people are walking out. So I just slip right in, get better seats than we had before.
And you saw the
Parked it.
post-credit bullshit.
It was for a different movie.
Oh.
It was
Oh.
for the movie The Star.
Ew.
Yeah. Yeah, so we just put our shit in there, went and got our popcorn and hot dogs, and then we just had to wait. But like, I've got a bunch of free passes now, and
Yeah, I'm actually digging this Warenberg acquisition by Rolando, or whatever the fuck.
Marcus Theaters.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I got a free pass for going to Thor because it wasn't in 3D,
Yeah.
and I didn't want it to be in 3D, so it actually kind of worked out.
Yeah, I mean,
So
for
you're
a
happy
fucked
that
up
they're messing
situation.
up.
Yeah, for a fucked up situation, they handled it really, like, ridiculously well.
Did you have to fight for those seats? That's your fucking bet left.
No, I did not have to do anything. I put Julie and the kids brought coats, so we just put them in the seats, and that was that.
Did you guys see that there's now a movie subscription, like a theater ticket subscription for $10 a month? You get to
Movie
see
Pass.
one movie a day.
Yeah, it's called Movie Pass.
Yeah.
They're capturing a ton of information from you when they do that, which I mean, that's the cost of doing that business. But they also have stipulations in there that they can change the plan at any time, and they're gathering a bunch of marketing information based on the movies you go to.
I was a Nielsen home, Tony. That shit doesn't bother me.
No, it doesn't bother me either.
I don't go to the theater enough for this to be beneficial, I feel like, for me.
If you go to the theater
you've seen-
twice in a month, it's beneficial.
You've seen 2 movies in the last 2 weeks at the theater.
Have I?
Yes.
Well, I saw this movie twice.
I've seen 3 movies in the past.
I didn't
Yeah.
pay for one of them, though. When we went to that early screening, we went because I got free tickets from a coworker.
Hey, Holden, is everything all right in there? Is everything all right in there?
Yeah,
Okay. Is Peach getting into anything?
she's trying.
Oh yeah, just that box of chocolate. Don't worry about it.
So,
Box of
that was the other movie that I
chocolate.
saw.
That chocolate grapes. chocolate grapes.
Oh, God. That was the movie that we saw. Thor.
Thor.
Yeah, we saw that movie.
It's my birthday.
It's my birthday!
That was so good. Can we just talk about that movie again?
No, we have to talk about Justice League.
Alex, what did you think of Justice League?
Pass. That's what I think about Justice League. Hard pass.
Kayla, what did you think about Justice League?
I liked it.
Oh, this hurts.
This movie was terrible and I hated it.
Right. Well, here it goes.
My expectations were low. I was not disappointed.
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel, Tony.
What?
Oh wait, did I misunderstand you?
No.
I feel like the first
I
time
didn't have expectations going into
Yeah,
it.
my expectations were low, and therefore I enjoyed it.
So I do want to bring up.
I had a lot of problems with it. It was very problematic, but I also had a lot of fun with it.
I agreed. Yeah.
I do want to bring up one thing though. This really doesn't have anything to do with the movie, except that Superman was in it. And one of you or both of you told me Superman wasn't going to be in it; that it was just going to be a dream sequence.
No.
The trailer made it look like it was a dream sequence. The trailer was a bait and switch that was really well done, in my opinion.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
almost a
because there were so
spoiler.
many people like you walking around being like, "Oh, Superman is just coming back." Blah, 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 blah. Superman.
And he
isn't
just
really
came
dead.
back.
So then they put that trailer out and they're like, no, actually, fuck you, fuckers. And then they're like, actually, double fuck you, because he actually is coming back.
Yeah.
I don't understand what's so fucking hard about this. It's not fucking difficult. One, they need to tone down this fucking world-ending bullshit conflict that they've got. Just pull it back.
They can't. It's power.
They're going to.
They have to, because the way that they're doing
have
it is
to, and
fucking
it
stupid.
looks like they're going to, based on the stinger at the end.
Wait, which one? Because
The second
Luther?
one, the Luther Deathstroke one.
the
You mean the only
Legion of
non-CGI scene in the entire movie?
Yeah. That you're right.
I don't
Because
understand.
everything with Henry Cavill had to be CGI.
Yeah, because that stupid fucking mustache.
Yeah. And his face looked weird.
It looked really.
It looked wrong.
mustache?
He had a mustache that he would not shave.
The studio, for the movie he's doing, the studio wouldn't let him shave it.
Yeah.
It's not like he was being
Well,
a dick
yeah.
about it.
what? You just put a fake mustache on.
No, he had a mustache.
Yeah.
They needed him to not have a mustache. So they CGI'd out the mustache.
Wait, so he just refused to shave it?
No, why are you not listening to the things I'm saying? The studio would not let Henry Cavill shave his mustache.
Why?
Because he's shooting another movie
A different movie where
that
he
requires him to have a
Yeah.
mustache.
So I understood you the first time where I said, why not put a fake mustache on for the other
For
movie?
the other movie. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, all right. Never mind.
Neither of you were listening to each other, and you were both talking.
No, Alex
I heard him. I 100% got it.
on the defense about his fucking mustache.
Hold on. Let's go back to this short conversation I had with Kayla in Deerbergs earlier, where I said, Kayla's like, maybe we should get a lemon pie. And I'm like,
I like lemon pie.
I don't know anybody who doesn't like lemon pie and isn't a shitty human being.
And then I said,
I don't think David likes lemon pie. And I said, yeah.
You know how I know the story isn't true? Because it didn't take place on Limburg. Which we're still on. Because we're just going to be on it forever.
I spent too much of my fucking life on Lindbergh.
You know, the thing is, you didn't go to high school here, so you don't actually know that there's a stereotype that after you turn 16, the thing you do is you drive up and down Limburg near Ronnie's.
You told us this before, and I don't care.
Wow.
So now that's what we do. We drive up and down Limburg.
For the rest of our lives.
Just to fucking let people know we drive cars.
You said near Ronnie's. Are you talking about in South County?
Sure am.
Yeah.
All right, we're nowhere near that. That's
Baptist Church.
That's when Lindbergh briefly changes to Kirkwood Boulevard and then changes back to
No, that's
Lindbergh
way north of there.
and then goes all the way down to South County.
Does that in Kirkwood?
Panda, why do you look guilty?
Panda, give me a beer while you're out there.
No,
I didn't
just
notice
sit
it
down.
on Superman, but there was a
Superman's
lot of
face
CGI.
was always weird.
I thought it was weird, but I didn't notice it was CGI. I was just always like, that dude's got a weird face.
His face isn't as weird as it was in this movie because of all the CGI.
There was a lot of CGI just in general.
You know what?
aside
You know what was weird, and I liked it. That he smiled a lot.
That was atypical for the DC movies.
this movie definitively shows what happens when you have two directors.
Yeah.
Because there were two different tones of this movie at different times.
Yeah.
It was very obvious.
Yeah, that was problematic for the movie.
From what I understand, and from like some of the early trailer stuff, they changed the movie. They changed the story.
Yeah, they had to have.
Because the story that they were proposing, the story that was going to be shown was Superman being the bad guy.
That would have been fucking terrible. Even the bits where Superman, for some pointless reason, attacks the rest of the Justice League was just this drawn-out 15-minute sequence that just did not need to be in the movie. Like, no, this is not entertaining for anybody. It serves no purpose. Like, the only purpose it serves is, oh no, Superman's not going to come help us beat the bad. Oh, fucking no, he's going to be here. We all know he's going to
bring out the
be
big
here.
gun.
Yeah.
Batman's got big guns. Lois and Lane.
I don't appreciate that joke. It's no Des and Troy.
How do you guys feel about Suicidal Batman?
Batman's always kind of like that.
Yeah.
I felt like that was one of the more compelling parts of the movie, is his like obvious struggle.
I would have made
realizing like he's talking about Superman to
Wonder Woman.
no his dude man
Alfred.
Alfred.
It's the same name as your mouse. How can
I knew.
you forget that?
And he's like, Superman's stronger, and Alfred's like, no man, you're totally cool, and he's like, he's more human. Like, that was one of the more compelling like sort of things happening, is like Batman is this like emo, realizing that everybody likes Superman more than him.
No. I prefer the Hulk.
They gave Batman a lot of humanity in this movie.
Yeah.
Ugh. There was just a lot of Batman being pointlessly dumb in this movie.
Such as?
This fight he picked with Wonder Woman for no fucking reason. I don't know.
He's trying to motivate her into taking the lead.
Yeah, I don't know. This is a fucking Joss Whedon storyline that he started slipping in there, because you know Zack didn't have any of this bullshit.
Zack isn't subtle.
Yeah, I know.
But Zack also where it got subtle. No, he's fine.
No, he's burned that bridge with me. Panda.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I know. I was following you.
All right.
That was good that you probably announced that to the rest of the listeners, though.
So Zach's on my shit list too.
So, one of the things that I hate about this movie and most superhero movies is the lines just feel so rehearsed, like so superhero-y and polished. There's no humanity. Whereas, like the Thor movie, there was so much that was improvised and off the cuff. It seemed more normal, more awkward.
You can't really do like a dramatic movie and not have the lines be rehearsed. Like,
was this dramatic?
Yes.
I think it was supposed to be.
I did not get that.
But the only drama was how much my heart cried after the movie was over.
This was the movie that the DCU needed going forward. It needed, without a hard reboot of the universe, they needed something like this, because the way they were headed, it wasn't sustainable.
No, it's still not sustainable.
I think this is a transition.
It's a change in the right direction, but only because the direction was so bad. You know how they needed to fix this entire storyline? You start with the Flash movie.
no, I would watch.
I don't want another Flash. I don't want more Flash. I
I want a lot more Flash.
I don't want more Flash. The DC's big problem is that they've
Got all these TV shows for these characters.
yeah.
And
are establishing characters that then they have to repeat, but not do the same, and not repeat storylines for. But the only way you can reasonably do that is by repeating storylines. I don't want another Flash movie because I've seen all the Flash stuff already. I like this version of the Flash. It's different enough.
Yeah.
But the stories aren't going to be any different.
The stories are not going to be any different.
Because they're just going to go back to the comic book well that they've gone back to in the TV show.
I feel like you are really summing up a lot of my complaint with the Marvel movies as well. Like, this Thor movie was great because it was the least Thor movie. Because, like, Thor never fucking changes.
War never changes.
Yeah, also war never changes.
Well, yeah.
War never changes.
Ragnarok changed.
Ragnarok did fucking change. Oh no! Hey! What are you eating?
Peach. Nothing.
No, not anymore.
It's been eaten.
It's taken care of. Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna get vomited on the way home. I got 2 potential fucking oppressors.
I felt like there were some big plot holes in this movie that I thought that I should talk about, but I can't remember now. Like, I did like it, but obviously there was some things that I was like, why is this happening?
So
Why can't every movie...
Why did they just let the dude get the 3rd box?
they were busy fighting Superman for no
Yeah,
reason.
They weren't all they didn't have to all be busy doing that.
There
Like,
couldn't possibly have been one guy like
just
the Flash.
take a quick whoop,
Yeah.
grab that box.
I did like the slow-mo Flash shit where he's running around Superman.
Yeah, and he sees his eyes like
That was really good. The look on his face was
good.
really good.
Yeah.
The Flash couldn't have taken 1 millisecond to the box.
I don't think Peach. I think the thought process behind that is I don't think the Flash can touch the box when it was activated like that.
What?
Really? I didn't think there was a problem with the boxes just being touched.
Well, for all the
I'm gonna let that go.
No.
No.
Let's just.
You should always
just
ask
hold that
before you
moment.
touch the box.
Yeah,
I know.
always ask before.
That's established.
Always act.
Especially the
Always
mother
ask
box.
before you touch the backs.
Especially the mother box.
No, every time someone.
I didn't ask the first time I touched the mother box,
Wow.
but I was sliding out of it and also couldn't speak yet, so
Yeah.
I also kind of feel like that was on her.
Implied
Yeah,
consent.
maybe you should have been asked.
Yeah, like, I feel like she knew. Like, she had a lot of time to prepare, and if she was gonna not consent to it, she should have done something before then.
But every time someone else is handling the backs,
Max.
it's in a case. So when Cyborg goes and gets it, it's in a case. And then I think
The
I remember-
Amazons didn't have it in a case.
okay, but were they handling it?
They did. It was like encased in something.
They're also
before, 'cause
Amazons.
it cracked open.
No, I think the boxes just crack open, like, to do the call.
Yeah, but they're also Amazons, is what I'm saying. The Flash is like literally a human being. He just happened to have been struck by lightning and whatever. I don't
the
know his
accidents.
origin. Yeah, where the accidents.
I don't know.
Where the accidents. I know. Okay.
No, we got doing that yet? No, alright.
It's too racially charged. Okay, I loved that moment. Like, just like
That screamed Joss Whedon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, that was not Zach.
no,
could not
that
have
clearly
been.
was not.
I was trying to think about this the whole time because there's such a discrepancy in the superpowers everyone has. Like, Wonder Woman is literally a demigod, and
Superman is a god.
Superman is a god. Batman is literally just a human. He says it in the movie. I'm
rich.
I'm rich.
Yeah.
Which is the joke. The Flash is also a human being. He just happens to have the superpower because he got hit by lightning.
That's the short version.
So
That is the short version.
yeah. So like I'm trying to keep this in mind while I'm watching all which I thought was interesting that they played on that. Like the first time they get into a fight, the Flash is like, hey, it's awesome what you guys do, but like,
That whole sequence where he didn't know what to do. He's like, I don't do battle. I don't do this. And I really love the pep talk that Batman gave him, where he's like, just save one person.
Yeah.
Well, what do I do next? You'll know. And it was like, as much as I loved Batman giving that speech, that's the speech Superman should have given at some point, just because he's the character that's supposed to be supposed to be the one inspiring hope. So that's the kind of thing you'd expect from Superman. So it was weird that it came from Batman, but the only other person that could have given him that speech was Wonder Woman.
I mean, she could have.
She could have.
She's almost the female counterpart to Superman, like.
And she inspired hope in her movie.
Right.
Like she did what Superman should have been doing the entire time in inspiring hope. And that was another disconnect I had about this movie and the previous movies. They show at the beginning of this movie, they show a world that's mourning for Superman, like he was this beacon, this icon, this hero that has never ever been established in the other movies.
Yeah.
That it just hasn't. They're relying on some.
In the previous one, weren't they like against Superman?
They were trying to try him for
right.
But
and then now they're like, oh no.
Well, they also showed that one sequence with people at the Day of the Dead festival that he saves, and they are looking up to him and idolizing him. That he's just floating there amongst a sea of ghosts.
Yeah.
I didn't realize he was outside.
I love him missing. Oh yeah, he'll just slip on in. Yes, that's one thing that they kind of had to establish, but they didn't earn. They had not previously earned that.
Yeah, because none of that shit happened in the other movies.
No,
it just didn't fucking happen.
Nope. So let's hand wave our way through it. Let's push on. Let's tell this story.
Let's show this guy kicking over a fruit stand.
Let's move on.
Let's start with a cell phone video of Superman talking about how he's hopeful. That's all we need. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
We don't need two other movies that
establishing him as this character.
Yeah. Hey, Zach is pissed on this enough. Let's try and salvage this universe.
Let's just move on from this.
Honestly, I think that's what this movie was, is them trying to move on.
I mean, it's not like Zach was planned not... Like, this movie was not planned to do that. If his daughter hadn't killed herself...
Right.
He would have just finished the movie. So...
And I think this would have buried the universe.
But they already have the other movies in production.
They have switched the production schedules about 12 different times.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. There's currently no DC Universe movie in active production.
Suicide Squad 2.
It is not in active production.
Fuck.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be, ever. Just putting that out there.
I enjoyed Suicide Squad.
I like the idea of what they're going to do for the second one, because that's where they're supposedly going to introduce Dwayne Johnson as
Dwayne the Rock Johnson
as Black Adam.
Or are they going to resurrect
Dwayne the Rock Johnson?
Are they going to resurrect Native American Spider-Man to kill him again?
Okay, so I hated this movie so much, Tony, that when I got home,
I heard
after the movie, I started writing the screenplay to how to fix the movie.
He didn't wait till he got home.
Let's
be clear. We were literally walking out of the theater.
We were walking out of the theater. I'm like, this is how I would fix the fucking movie.
Continue.
Are you locking the door?
Just gotta pee.
Are you worried someone's gonna freaking steal my ideas?
I thought I was unlocking it.
Anyway,
I'll just take it real quick.
the movie starts. Okay, the movie starts in the Kryptonian spaceship. Alright? Mm-hmm. We get a voiceover from Lois Lane. And she's talking about hope. She talks about hope and how even heroes can lose hope. And the entire sequence begins with the Flash running down the hallway. And he's running down the hallway in slow motion, and as he passes every one of the other superheroes, everybody looks really uncomfortable and not happy. So as he's running down the hallway, which he needs to be doing very quickly, he starts running back through time. We just do this. Let's just get this done with, because we all know what's going to happen. And what we're doing is we're running back through vignettes of each of the people, like Aquaman, Batman, Wonder Woman, of all these people that have lost, like all these heroes who have lost hope. Like in Wonder Woman's little sequence at the beginning, the dude actually blows up those people in the bank. She doesn't save them.
Yeah.
Like that just happens, and she's like, "What am I supposed to do with this world? Like I don't know what to do with this." Like,
isn't that kind of where she was previously, and she?
But she saved them.
Yeah.
The point is that we have to get them desperate enough that they're gonna raise Superman from the dead.
Yeah.
Because the conflict of them all fighting about it pointlessly and then flip-flopping every 2 minutes was really dumb and just took time. Just took CGI time.
It didn't really. Yeah, that desperation didn't feel earned at that point because they hadn't really had a conflict where they were so incredibly overpowered. They had just fought the dude underwater, but it didn't feel so one-sided that they would feel hopeless. Like.
Yeah.
And Batman keeps repeating over and over in the movie that there's not enough of us.
Yeah.
There's not enough.
There's just not enough of us.
Not enough.
I'm not rich enough. Okay.
But
Steppenwolf doesn't show up until the last 20 minutes of the movie. You just don't see him. Who gives a fuck about this dude? No one knows who he is. Who gives a shit?
CGI man.
Yeah, random CGI bro.
He was awful looking.
He was
Yes.
terrible.
He was terrible looking.
Yes.
I don't know what they did with the CGI on that. If they purely constructed him out of CGI.
It looked like it.
Yeah, but they should have done something else. Like,
I've seen a lot better CGI in like the Diablo 2 cutscenes.
They could also just have a dude.
Yeah.
They could just have a dude. We still have people. We still have real people.
we still.
We still have real people. You can just find them walking around. Look, there's one over there. There's one over there.
No.
Like you can just do that. You can just find a person.
Yeah.
We don't need that.
I've never found a person, to be completely honest.
Or find the people who did the CGI shit from Blade Runner 2040 million.
For the what's her face?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remove the rest of your CGI budget and only put it into this guy.
As a matter of fact, use her.
Use her.
You know what I really want is I want
What you really want?
a 4-disc set of this movie with 3 of the discs being a documentary about just how fucked up this movie was to make, and like all the problems that went through, and like here's what Zach did, and here's what Joss was handed to work with, and what he had to do to try to make changes to this movie. Because I was reading a Facebook post from Darren, who used to.
I'm sure this is gonna be great audio.
The dogs are just chasing each other.
Darren, shut up.
No, it's Peach chasing Panda.
Yeah.
Well, Peach likes to be chased.
It's a little of both. So Darren posted his thoughts about the movie, and in it he also posted information from a friend of his who had seen an earlier cut of the movie that was a different movie. Like,
yeah, I saw that.
Like the stuff he described has like Steppenwolf tries to convince Superman to change sides, and then all right,
that doesn't even fit in this movie.
Darkseid comes in at the end and just they basically scare Steppenwolf back to Apocalypse, and then Darkseid shows up and is like, "You failed," and he kills Steppenwolf.
Who's Darkseid?
He's a villain we haven't seen yet. He's Steppenwolf's boss. So,
spoiler! The conflict is going to escalate again pointlessly, and yet
that's
again,
going to be the third movie. At
the
least.
stakes are still non-existent.
It would make more sense for Steppenwolf to try to convince Cyborg.
Yeah.
Because Cyborg is born of the mother box.
He apparently rips Cyborg in half and apparently kills him.
Nah, I love Cyborg as a character.
I hate the character
I
Cyborg.
fucking love Cyborg.
I liked him in this movie more than I've ever liked him before. Before this movie, I hated that character.
The first time I ever saw Cyborg,
This
Teen Titans.
Teen Titans Go.
Yep.
No, Teen Titans Go is terrible.
Teen Titans.
A brooding teenager with the power of a mother box. What could go wrong?
Cyborg is not a character that should be in the Justice League.
Really?
Is not.
I like him.
I think it would have been better to have Green
Blackula?
Lantern. Green Lantern.
I think
There's too
Blackula.
much Green Lantern already.
Cyborg was the most interesting
The
character.
movie?
They did show us Green Lantern.
They did show us Green Lantern.
They did.
I actually like the tease of it where Steppenwolf kills the Green Lantern and this ring flies off.
Yeah.
I dug that. What are you guys doing? Peach has a throne. Peach is taking over the recliner, and Panda's just like, dude, I sit on that chair when the feet are up. Why are you sitting on the butt part? They're just staring at each other down. Panda has convinced Peach to come. This is great.
The little hop he was doing.
That was. Come on. Let's do this.
Peach is getting tired though. She's an old dog. There you go, buddy.
But she's got little legs. She's got to work like 7 times as hard as Panda to do the same thing.
It's getting smoother, Tony.
It is getting much smoother. We're about half bottle down.
Nice. Good job.
Go team.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get my cheesy poofs.
As problematic as the movie was, I still did have fun with it. I like.
Yeah. I don't know if it's because I hated Batman vs Superman so much, and I was just like, okay, let's go watch this fucking movie. But I enjoyed meeting the new characters and.
Ezra Miller as Flash was fantastic.
Yeah.
He really was.
Yeah, he is.
Really well done. I felt like they continue to capture Wonder Woman being a badass and having a good time with it. Like, I loved how in the fight she's just like having a good time, but then when they get back after that one fight and Batman's taking off his gear and it's like he's just bruised to fuck, and you see the look on her face. She's like, oh yeah, you're still human.
Dislocated shoulder.
Yeah.
He can't take his shirt off because he can't.
I like when the Flash was like talking to the Batman, and Batman's like, I'm trying to get people together to join this like thing, and the Flash was like, I'm in.
Yeah.
Just-
I need friends.
Like the whole
I don't
build
have
up in that scene, like you felt like it was gonna, or I mean maybe most people assume it's gonna be like this explanation and trying to
It's my second favorite chair.
trying to convince him. Flash was like, oh yeah, no, I have no friends, and I have
I'm
nothing
in.
else to do. I'm in.
Yeah, that was.
Then they
good.
tried to shoehorn in his dad for 2 scenes.
There was a lot more of Flash, apparently. Like, they shoehorned in Iris.
Yeah,
they
the
cut all
library.
that.
Yeah, good.
They cut all
They
that.
should have cut
His
this chick he's trying to girlfriend.
girlfriend, who ends up becoming his wife.
We didn't need that in this movie.
We didn't need the father stuff in the movie either.
I'm glad we didn't see Iris, because I don't want Iris to be Iris. I want Iris to be a dude. I don't want Iris to be female.
You want the Flash to be gay?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, me too. I didn't know it before, but
I've said this before.
Yeah,
I never listened to you.
Barry Allen's never been gay, but there's
no reason
not to.
Also, Ezra Miller's down for it.
Yeah. I bet.
Well, he played the gay brother in.
He's bi.
Is he?
Yep.
That's not a surprise. I mean, he's played gay characters before. I think it would be a good choice to do.
Yeah. Me too.
Really
Which is
get
why I
people
said
riled
so
up.
earlier.
More of that straight white genocide.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of that
Can't get
fucking
enough.
phrase, and you got the right in.
Straight white male genocide. Cannot get
Can we talk
enough.
about the star of this fucking movie, though?
This is this peppermint schnapps.
It's the peppermint schnapps, but it's also that fucking Mercedes. That car was gorgeous.
talking
What
about?
Mercedes? Oh, that Batman was
Yeah.
driving? Yeah, when he
That
picks up
car.
the Flash.
I'm not a car guy, but man, like,
It was pretty.
I got some serious car wood over that.
Was that car
awesome.
real? I assume that was like.
Gross.
I don't
bullshit.
know, but it was beautiful.
Oh, I didn't pay attention to it because I thought it was like all CG shit.
It had a Mercedes logo on it.
Let's be real though. The star of this movie is fucking what's his face?
Jason Momoa.
Jason Momoa's abs.
Yeah.
He's
Not
like,
him. His abs.
Fucking trident. Those abs.
he's like taking his clothes off to get in the ocean. He's talking to the Batman. He's just standing there. So when we first saw this movie, we went to a what's it called? An advanced screening.
Right.
The Tuesday night before it was released.
Monday
And
night.
whatever night. It was a night before it was released. And we got there with, we thought plenty of time to spare, but it was not. The theater was packed. So the only seats available were the very front of this giant movie theater.
It was the mega screen.
In the mega screen. And we were so close to the theater, the screen, we were pretty much just looking straight up. So everything we saw was distorted, which is why we went and saw it again with David, because, like, the movie we saw was fucked up. Everybody had tiny heads, and just like a triangle, just boom.
Yeah, it was super trapezoidal. So Tony,
But because of that, in that scene when Jason Momoa is taking his shirt off, like, that was
Abgasm?
Yeah, it was right there. So that's the star of this movie.
Oh, I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that.
The star of that part of the movie was that warning at the very beginning that we didn't get to read. Because it was maybe 16 words total about not recording the movie. It wasn't the final cut of the movie, so it didn't have, like, the full-blown FBI thing. But, like, because we were so close, the words were, like 30 feet wide and 6 feet tall, so you had to, like, really work your neck to read one side to the side.
Wow.
And we got about halfway down, and then it disappeared. We're like, oh, all right.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that said. Guess I can record this shit.
So apparently both that car and Gal Gadot's car were both one of a kind, made for the movie, but designed by Mercedes.
Yeah. So there's some concept thing probably that they're trying to. Yeah. No,
so they're actually real cars, but
anytime I see stuff like that in a movie, I assume it's like just some crazy concept they're trying to do for an advertisement, like that yacht at the end.
Oh yeah.
Which I don't remember anything about the yacht.
It looked like a yacht.
Except it had the word icon on it, and we saw that word like 30 times. So I assume there's some yacht manufacturer called Icon.
Icon is also a movie studio.
Maybe that's it.
And that could be part of it.
Like every view of that yacht, you saw the word Icon. And I was like, what the fuck?
But it could be a yacht manufacturer too. I honestly don't know. Why don't I look it up, since I'm looking stuff up anyway?
The climax at the end of this movie was just awful. The only thing that was decent about it was that you could tell Joss Whedon has been to the internet before.
Wow.
And he clearly read all the criticisms of Superman not helping anybody. So in the middle of the fight, he's like, Superman, you have to go help these people. Go do that.
I loved it. I love that too. How, like, you take the ones on the left, I'll take the one on the right. And, like, Flash is like, oh, I saved this car. Looks over and Superman's just carrying this whole fucking building.
So when I saw the whole building being carried, the first thought that ran through my head was, that's some really strong masonry where he's just holding it in one spot.
Fucking Russia.
No, it's
Ukraine.
No, they were in
I
Russia.
said Russia.
What are you guys doing down there?
They were in Russia at some made-up meltdown place.
Yeah, they were at Chernobyl, not Chernobyl.
Yeah.
I like the little rivalry, like playful banter between the Flash and Superman, which you really only see in that scene, and then
the race at
the end. Yeah.
Yeah, but if I win, you're off the team.
No, Bruce said you have to buy brunch.
Oh, that's rude.
That is a betrayal.
I did like that the characters felt like different people.
Yeah, it wasn't just some rubber stamp superhero. Like
each of them had their own motivations and character quirks.
You mean like they had like 18 million series of backstory from comics and shit?
Something like that, yeah.
I don't really understand the Aquaman backstory fully. Like, I know they had that scene which was supposed to be exposition, but like I didn't understand even when, like, it was obviously plainly laid out. I still don't understand what the fuck.
Yeah, they weren't clear about it.
There was nothing there.
There was something there.
There was enough there that if you know the backstory, you got the pieces that they were laying out for you. Yeah, Yeah, it was the slow jerk for people like me.
Long jerk into a fucking vortex.
Yeah, I don't know what an Atlantean
So that-
is.
Oh, my mother left me to my father, but my mother is a queen.
So-
and like,
My father's a squid.
His father was a sailor. His mother
all are.
His mother was the Queen of Atlantis.
yeah,
They had an affair
as you do with a sailor
Yeah,
when you're the
so-
queen of Atlantis.
because he is a half breed, and he would be shunned by the Atlanteans. She turned him over to his father.
Okay.
That's why his name is Arthur Curry and not some Atlantean name, because
Well-
he is his father's son. Yeah, blurb, blurb,
Yeah,
blurb.
blurb, blurb, blurb.
Humans have
water.
never overreacted at beings with supernatural powers, so that worked out well.
No,
Right.
it was fine.
So that accounted for his odd appearance, like
I thought his appearance was.
his eyes. Julie was like, are his eyes really that color? No, they're not. His eyes
No,
are not
those are
that
I mean,
color.
those freakish eyes?
Yeah.
No, that's not normal.
I like the scene where
have that, see a
he's
doctor.
sitting. There's all sitting in the ship, flying, and he's like talking to them. It's like, we're all gonna die. He's like, but I never really embraced the land or the sea.
Gorgeous.
But you were gorgeous. And then Wonder Woman's got her fucking
Lasso.
around.
That was good. That was really good.
Has that happened in another? Well, there's been the Wonder Woman movie. Has she even? She was in Batman versus Superman, but only for a
She
little
didn't
bit.
have the lasso in that.
I was just wondering if the gag had happened
She
before.
did not in these movies.
Not in these movies.
It's
So it was fresh for me.
it was I'm sure it's happened in the comic books and in the old TV show, but the old TV show is 40 years old at this point, so it's not like, I mean, there's a statute of limitations on reusing a joke at that point.
Arthur Burble Curry.
So, did anybody else get a little creeped out when
Yes.
Aquaman was like, okay, but I'm gonna need something from you, and then they cut away, and I'm like, is he gonna rape this person?
Yeah.
What the fuck is about to happen?
That was a weird.
And then
I
he
wish they had given us just a little bit more of that.
Yeah.
Because I think what he was asking for was the armor and
and the
the
trident.
Yeah.
But
Or he raped her and stole those items.
Alex, my
So what's weird, and Holden pointed this out. What's weird is, so we're introduced to Mara very briefly, and
Amber Heard.
Amber Heard, the woman that he talks to in Atlantis,
Okay.
the redhead. So we're introduced to her as a person who his mom, that he wasn't raised with. She raised her. She raised Mara. Flash forward in the story, Aquaman will marry Mara. They're a couple. They're a married couple.
Spoilers!
Later. Yeah, they're a married couple later.
Are you? What's going on over there, buddy?
Mom.
Okay.
Supplies.
Nice. Got it.
Lemon. Not chocolate. Lemon.
I don't know what about it.
Going down here.
So,
Yeah, Aquaman's story is. That's enough of it. I mean, they give you enough of it. They'll get more into it.
No.
Is there going to be an Aquaman movie?
Yeah.
It's on the books, but we'll
Here's the
see.
thing. Why are we doing that if we're gonna have the movies? They should have waited on the whole fucking Justice League movie.
She's mad that.
Like, literally, Marvel has already made the playbook for this. You don't start with the group thing and then do the individual movies.
Marvel hasn't made the playbook for this. There are several characters, at least Black Widow in the Avengers did not get her own movie.
Yeah, I know, because
And so
Marvel's
does Hawkeye.
I know Marvel's not making hand over fist money with this whole situation, which is clearly what DC is interested in. They want to get some of that Marvel money.
DC's big mistake is that they didn't just use Grant Gustin for Flash and just establish that we have a Flash. If you want his backstory, it's on TV. That was a big mistake they made. I love Ezra Miller, and I'm glad to see him in the role of Flash. But if they wanted to play that game, they should have just
Or
elevated Flash to the movie.
don't do the backstories. Fuck them. You don't. The Flash. He's a guy who runs fast.
Yeah, and they didn't give much of a backstory to him.
No, the problem is that they just had the same problem that X-Men whatever had. where they had to like shoot through.
Panda was getting very friendly with him.
No, Panda.
They had to shoot through such
She's
trite
yelling at Alex for stopping that.
45-second bits of backstory that was fucking pointless. It was just a waste of time. This is what the entire movie felt like. The entire movie felt like there was no actual story, so it was just a series of scenes strung together to get to the end. So we can get to 2 hours and produce a movie. Because DC said that they couldn't have a movie that was longer than 2 hours.
Well, I have a question that was never really answered in this movie.
There are many, like what happened?
No. My question is very specific. Does Aquaman talk to fish?
That was one of the better.
Does the talking.
Yeah, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Water
The water does the talking.
I liked how they obfuscated that because he didn't want to answer it.
I just liked how they talked about it. Like, just.
So do you talk to fish?
Do you? I just wanted to ask you.
Can you find out from them?
Do you talk to fish?
Like,
Tony, do you like orange?
Yeah. What do we got going on here?
It's an orange apple cider.
Oh.
The Flash is an easy character. He moves fast, and apparently they fixed the whole breaking people's necks and exploding their bodies thing by doing an interdimensional
That
shit.
is
wicked good.
That is apple orange.
I get it.
Yeah.
he didn't run through time,
He manipulates
which is like the most
time.
interesting thing the Flash ever does.
But he did that in Batman vs Superman,
He did.
so it's coming.
It's coming. Probably.
Did he do that, or was Batman just drunk?
Both. It was clearly Ezra Miller, so
Yeah.
it wasn't like it was a dream of someone he didn't know.
I wish they fucked.
I remember that scene.
It was.
It appeared to be a dream sequence where Flash comes back and he goes, "Oh, is this the wrong time? Am I too early? You need to get him." Something like that.
No, he says use Lois Lane.
Sorry. Oh yeah.
I don't remember that at all, which is
It's
unfortunate.
very brief. It's very brief. This movie felt like
A turd.
no. It felt like they focused on getting the team together instead of the fight, which was appropriate. The fight was secondary. Getting the team together was more important and was the better story.
I think both
because the
of
fight
those
was dumb.
I think both of those were bad.
The fight was really dumb.
I like the way they got the team together, and when they came together, it was good. Like I liked it. I liked that group together.
I don't think it should have taken 30 to 40 minutes to get the group together.
It didn't. It took an hour and a half.
Is that seriously how long it took to get the group together?
To get the whole group together.
Oh my god.
Yep. No, the fight sequences with Aquaman and Wonder Woman, like tandem Steppenwolfing, was fine. Like, I was fine with that. That felt really fine.
Was that the fight scene in the under the lake, under the bay?
No, that was the fight scene at the end of the movie.
Oh, at the end. Okay.
Where he would beat the shit out of her, and then Aquaman would show up, and then he would beat the shit out of Aquaman, and then they were basically just trading off.
Waiting for Superman to show up.
You're waiting for Superman to fix the problem.
Yeah.
That was another thing that really bothered me about this movie. Like, I get that Superman's a god, but
he's not, though. He's an alien. Wonder Woman
But
is the
in this
literal
universe-
god.
In this universe, like, that's
I mean,
what
okay,
gods
when I
are.
say god, I mean in the scope of power, Superman is so much more powerful than the average human as to be a god to humanity.
I know, and that
Which
part.
is the same as,
That is a fundamental in Superman.
I mean, if you think of it as
Superman and Wonder
Marvel,
Woman
where
are-
like the gods are Thor, god of hammers. Like it's the same thing. Like in Marvel, you find out that they're actually like quote unquote aliens, but to human beings that is godlike status.
But like the interesting part of Superman's story is that he is a god among men. Like the only interesting part of Superman's story, because there's no conflict that he just doesn't immediately solve.
Yeah, that
Any physical conflict, at least.
Yeah, he's also kind of dumb.
he's got a very
When he's
punchable
poorly written,
face,
he's
too.
dumb.
I
He's
find
not.
him
He's
poorly
not
written a
dumb.
lot.
He's got a
You
real-
do. He is poorly written a lot.
The conflicts,
But King,
yeah. The conflicts for Superman are difficult to write because they shouldn't involve punching.
I agree.
What you eating over there?
Peaches!
What is she getting into?
I don't know why you treat
Oh.
her like that. Like she gives a fuck.
Rat food?
Yeah.
Hey, that's mine, Dick.
Did you find some yogurt drops? Get out of here.
I thought the characters were interesting. I thought the actors were well chosen. I don't know what word I'm missing there, but there's just something with the way the story was put together that was
Shit.
for me.
It was just a pile of shit.
Yeah,
I got you.
thank you. Like
It was
Gal
not that
Gadot
was it.
is obviously just fucking amazing. I heard that Ben Affleck doesn't want to do Batman anymore.
I wouldn't.
I think there's a lot of conflict there because he went into rehab for a while.
Ben?
And, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Alcohol.
Yeah, aren't we all though?
He's had problems. There we go.
There we go.
Boom.
I'll drink to that.
It's a little less smooth now.
Oh, you're rounding that
We
corner.
need to finish it.
It was
We need to
getting
finish
smooth.
it. That'll smooth it out.
Smooth everything out.
Yeah.
Smooth my whole life
Shit.
out. Oh,
No, that's
That
fine.
was
That's
empty.
fine. We're good. It's fine. It's good. Alcohol and gambling. He's got a gambling problem too.
Oh, Jesus, so do I.
He's played poker at like a professional level for a while.
really?
Yeah, I keep gambling on these fucking DC movies and I keep losing.
You didn't lose on Wonder Woman.
One. While we're talking about things I'm gambling on and losing, what happened to Marvel? Their Netflix shows suck ass.
Marvel's Netflix shows have always been uneven, with the exception of Jessica Jones,
Thank you.
have always been uneven. They've always been half good.
The first half of Luke Cage
The first half of Luke Cage,
is really good.
the Punisher half of Daredevil Season 2,
Ooh, is also really good.
the first half of Daredevil Season 1.
Okay. None of the Defenders. None of Iron Fist.
I actually liked parts of Iron Fist.
Get the
I
fuck
really
out.
did. I really did like parts of Iron Fist.
Danny Rand sucks. He just sucks.
I don't agree with that.
He just sucks.
I don't agree with it.
For
I
someone
liked
who-
the story they told.
Yeah, for 15 years I've studied under monks and learned to control myself, except for any slight inconvenience throws me into a childish tantrum. What?
Because he's 13 years old.
Fucking relax.
It's Arrested Development. Literally.
But he grew up
Did he?
with monks. He grew up.
But he didn't.
But he did.
But he was abused by them. The story is all there. You just choose not to accept
Is this a
it.
monastery run by the Catholic Church?
My God.
We're trying to make that podcast money, Holden.
Holden's getting a lot of dog love over there. Peach doesn't want to share Panda.
Anyway, The Punisher is awful.
Really?
It's really
I
bad.
haven't even started yet.
It
I'll watch
actually, it actually feels a lot like Justice League. Like they produced the show, and then someone's like, "Oh shit, we have mass shootings in this country every fucking day."
Oh shit! You mean the Punisher, which is basically just fucking what the hell's that Bronson movie? Death Wish.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Death
Get
Wish.
away from the mics.
It's Marvel's version of Death Wish.
Yeah,
It's a terrible character. It's always been a terrible character. Always. The Punisher's never been interesting.
Yeah.
People have always loved him, but I've never found the character interesting.
Yeah, he can be interesting.
He's interesting as a side character in somebody else's story.
Yeah, no, he was great in Daredevil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For being half a story for half a season.
But there's like a lot of like weird gun and anti-gun, like it's a whole bunch of shit that was stuck in after the fact.
The movie, this series was supposed to be released before Halloween. They were gonna announce it at New York Comic Con.
Yeah.
And like gonna drop it like literally a week later. They're like, surprise! It's Saturday. It's coming out on Friday. Like it sounds like that was always
the plan. Yeah.
And then the Monday before that is when Las Vegas happened.
Yeah, and they're like,
yeah. So they're like, we're gonna. They canceled the Comic Con
release panel and stuff.
They had a big panel planned and everything. They canceled all of it. They pulled the trailer and everything. So it's not surprised that they went back and edited it at that point. It wouldn't be a surprise at all.
It's weird to me that it took that event to do it, because we have mass shootings every day. There's I think in 2016 we averaged we had more mass shootings than days.
List the last two that you can remember.
The two
that you can remember.
The church shooting and the
you don't want to say Vegas, but that's the biggest one that you can remember.
We're talking about it, but there was another one that
in California that just happened.
Yeah, was that a college campus? No,
it was just some dude. It was multiple locations.
Yeah.
Okay.
He tried to get into a school, but they were on lockdown, so he couldn't get in, so he moved on.
My point is that those
California, Texas, Las Vegas.
I was 2 and 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, right.
Well, that's 21 days, and you can list 2 out of those 21.
3.
No,
that's 3.
It happens every day.
My point is that you can list 3 out of the last 21 days, and it happens every day.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's my point.
I'm desensitized to it.
It's not that you're desensitized to it. It's that we as a nation, it has to be over a certain threshold or of a certain demographic for us to actually give a shit about it.
No, it doesn't have to be a certain demographic.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does.
Yes, it does. It absolutely does.
You mean that white church or the white country music fans?
Oh, I thought I was thinking in a different perspective.
Okay.
It's when white people are shot en masse that's when the news talks about it.
That's when it's a problem.
I thought we were talking about like trying to find a solution for it, because
no.
All right, in my opinion, whenever they decided it was okay to shoot kids, there's not going to be a solution.
This is not the place or medium to fix this problem.
Hey,
we didn't fix the problems last week. We're not fixing this one
we
either.
can't fix any of the
Fuck
problems.
this. Let Justice League.
I remember
and
saying
more.
all of those things last week.
I know. That's what I said.
Just say what you mean.
words.
It's harder.
He became protective over her.
Yeah.
She's adorable. Yeah, he says back off.
Back off.
Hey, are you interrupting my dog fighting ring?
That's my lady over
going
there.
here.
Don't you worry about it, dude.
Yeah.
We got a thing going. Just don't you worry about it. Just because
I've been working on this all night.
Just because Alex stops us, don't you worry about it. We got a thing. See, Peach knows what's up.
Peach, I'm going to throw a shoe at you if you try to get past that barricade again.
Do not throw a shoe at her.
Don't worry about this. I got this. Panda's gonna help.
No, she just pushes the box. She doesn't give a shit.
No.
She doesn't give a shit about anything.
I know.
She's like, I don't care if I'm disabled. I'm fine.
Justice League.
It's awful.
Like I don't know if my expectations were so low because of Batman versus Superman, but like
Mine were.
I didn't like I watched it twice. Like
This was better than Batman versus Superman.
yeah, it was.
That bar was incredibly low. It was not nearly as good as Wonder Woman.
I don't feel like this was better than Batman.
This was more. This had better character moments than Batman versus Superman. Batman versus Superman was a better film.
I hated the part in this movie when Superman. I understood the reference, but when Superman was like, do you bleed?
I still like that.
They started clapping in the theater the first time we watched it. I hated it.
Can we talk about fucking people clapping in theaters?
No.
What is going on with that?
I don't mind people clapping. Like, it's obvious it was a huge group of people who were like passionate about this particular like fandom, and that's fine with me. I don't mind them clapping. I just didn't agree with them clapping at that moment. Like, it was so trite. Like,
There were so many moments at the pre-screening where the audience would applaud, and I'm like,
it was like 3.
Alex, don't go to pre-screenings.
It's the pre-screenings are like people who
It's the fans.
who really want to see the movie.
Also, something is definitely bleeding.
Something is different.
What?
Yeah, we already did.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, Holden was wanting to make sure we got lanterns in this discussion.
No, we killed them.
Already checked that one off the list.
shh, be quiet, Peach. Oh, this episode's unlistenable.
This episode is full of Foley drops, by the way. Those are just sound effects we're putting in.
What's a Foley
Peach
drop?
just jumped off the corner of the
What's
recliner.
What's a Foley drop?
Foley artists are the ones that put sound effects into movies and TV shows and audio.
Wow! No,
Don't pick her up.
Do not pick her up. Just move stuff out of her way and scoot her toward the.
Or ask Alex to get her.
Yeah. See, learn something new. I'm feeling the schnapps.
Yeah, I am.
I didn't learn
It's feeling pretty good.
The only thing I learned is that
It feels
this movie is
super good.
It does feel really good.
Super good. Damn, Tony.
Yeah, we're gonna do this.
We are doing this.
It's gonna be gone.
It is gone, just like us. Go on.
All right,
Do you want attention? Is this what you're craving?
Alex and David, are you two done pissing on the movie now?
never.
All right. Well,
I mean, I don't watch the movie anymore. Like, I didn't want to watch it once, and I watched it twice.
I don't watch the movie anymore. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
he's actively not watching the movie anymore. It's an act. It's a. Oh fuck! What do they call it in Burning Wheel? When you
What the fuck are you talking
actions like what your character always actively does.
about? An instinct?
Instinct. It's Alex's instinct. I do not watch the movie.
Yeah.
I do not
never watch the movie.
I never watched Justice League, except for the 2 times that I was forced into
It's
it.
fucking Phil. Phil's instinct was I always take food. So like we would go to banquets and shit, and he would just like later we're like, oh, do you have any food? And he's like, yes, they served cheese at the banquet, and I took some. Fuck Phil.
God, my favorite Phil story was when we were in that room, that room full of water, and he grabbed his hammer and was like, I'm gonna bash a hole, and I'm like, don't do that. And Luke turns around and just taps me on the shoulder and says, let it go. Let it go. It's like, this is a bad. Just let it go. Just let it go. So Phil bashes a hole into
The floor,
In the
whatever
floor.
basin of water we're in.
and it just opens up this hole, and Phil gets sucked into the hole. We completely lose him, and he goes downstream like 2 miles. We come back to town with all of our gear split 4 ways. 5 ways. 5 ways now.
Oh, there's a minion laughing behind me, and it's freaking me out.
Yeah,
That's not my favorite Phil story, but that story is.
that is a good story. Well, then there's Phil trying to jump tackle Luke out in the front yard and falling.
Yeah.
And then Julie worrying about if we're going to get sued by Phil and his, like, he fucked his leg up pretty good.
We were around that like 6-month period where he got into a car accident, and like
That was before me.
like he hit his head so hard that he had like brain damage, and so he had like he had real problems forming short-term memories. And so like you'd be talking to him, and then he'd kind of space out, and then like he didn't know what was going on. Oh, that was a good time, man. I fucked with that guy a lot during that time.
I have a feeling I'm going to lose short-term memory here soon. the rate things are going.
Tony, you know why I'm so tired today? I went to this fucking meeting with these people. The CFO for this company is a sharp guy. And everyone else in the room for these meetings we go to are not sharp people. So we'll be belaboring a point for like 20 minutes, and then like I start to drift off and stop paying attention, and then like a couple seconds will pass, and like I'll lock eyes with this guy, and then we'll share a moment where like he and I, we've moved beyond. We've slipped to the surly bonds of this conversation, and we just want it to be finished. But it plays out for another 20 fucking minutes.
This sounds like conversations that we've had around this table without Alex and Kayla here, but with someone else here, where you and I lock eyes.
Tony, I
And
feel
just
like
let that other person continue on.
I feel like you and I have had this moment as well.
Yeah.
I'm right here.
Yeah. You and Alex are right here.
You were right there.
You were also right there.
I'm always right here.
You guys talking about me when I start talking about artificial intelligence?
Yeah, when you and David start...
I'm leaving.
Leave the car.
Yeah, please leave the car.
Panda's driving us home.
Me and David are Ubering, but also leave the car.
Somebody's got a permit. He's never been behind the wheel.
You need a sober adult in the passenger seat, though, don't you?
No, you don't. You need to be sober.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have to be sober.
Not in Missouri.
Have to be sober.
Yeah, they have to be
Panda's
sober
sober.
adult. Let's go, Panda.
Peach is older. Peach will take care of us.
There you go.
Let's go.
Panda does not like what's happening.
He's like, hey, where are you taking him? She's gonna hurt her neck grading it that high. Oh, no.
This has to be excellent listening.
Yeah. All right. Let's be done so we can finish drinking this peppermint schnapps.
Yeah, let's do this.
Play a game or something.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God, we're done recording.
I'm gonna.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Thanksgiving.
Wait, do we have any final thoughts on Justice League?
Don't see
It's
it.
a good movie.
It's terrible. Don't see it.
Oh, it's garbage. It's a
It was
hot
okay.
It was
pile
good.
of
Yeah, it was a,
I had a fun
it was a
time.
superhero movie. Like, go watch it if you like superhero movies. If you want to see Jason Momoa's abs.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Alright, I stopped recording. But we're still streaming.
Whoa.
Is anybody still on the stream?
No, I feel like it's
I
just
don't know how to look.
me.
I suppose I should figure out how to look.
There's a little, like, icon at the bottom of the chat. It's like a list looking thing that tells you.
I guess I better be in the chat to look at. Oh shit, I hit the wrong button.
Oh, it's all gone. It's all fucked up. I've been meaning to download OBS
That's what I'm using.
to figure out how to do graphics for it because it's different from XSplit. Like, it'd be nice if we could get, since we're not doing a webcam, maybe if we could get something that picks up on mics and, like, I know it's possible.
Like do a wave file or something?
Not like a wave, but it'll show, like, who's talking.
Oh, yeah.
I know it's possible, I just don't know exactly how to do it, so.
That'd be cool if we could get that going.
We would just have to make sure, like, the microphones are lined up.
So, we've been doing a lot of interviewing since we fired a guy and then a guy quit.
Should I stop streaming